adopted the Climate Change Bill, which will become law after the assent by the President. This bill provides for a detailed response to climate change and the mitigation of greenhouse gases which cause climate change, in line with South Africa's international obligations. The Department will focus on implementing ambitious actions, in particular through the sectoral emission targets and carbon budget allocations to major companies to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, including through the Just Energy Transition Investment Plan. By the end of this financial year, we should have finalised the establishment of the Climate Change Response Fund that was announced earlier this year. This will be crucial in funding, adaptation and addressing loss and damage. The Department finalised and issued decisions on 320 environmental impact assessment applications in 23-24, 99% issued within the regulated timeframe. The Department's Directorate of Appeals and Legal Review finalised 16 ESCOM minimum emission standards appeal decisions. The Directorate further managed to prioritise and finalise 30 energy-related appeals within the 23-24 financial year, which assisted in relieving the energy situation. We commit to accelerating the support to all small-scale fishery cooperatives in the 4 coastal provinces. We need to connect and reconnect our coastal communities to the ocean economy and encourage entrepreneurship. The Working for Fisheries program has supported 8 significant job-generating projects, and anti-poaching measures continue to be a priority for the Fisheries Management Branch and the Marine Living Resources Fund. In contributing to the expansion of the conservation estate, 135,000 hectares of land were added in the last financial year. The study on the interlinkages of migration, land degradation and drought was adopted by Cabinet. The finalisation of the policy position on the conservation and sustainable use of the 5 iconic species, black and white rhino, lion, leopard and elephant, was also adopted by Cabinet. To attract investment in the biodiversity economy, we profiled 59 bankable businesses on the biodiversity sector investment portal. As a result, 2 projects attracted an investment of $450,000 to promote conservation and community well-being. This investment will be used to develop a management plan and implement a biodiversity credit system. Sandbox has secured $10 million from the Global Environment Facility to fund a project that will implement the mega living landscapes concept in the Barberton, Makonja, Greater Addo and Eastern Cape grasslands landscapes. The Department is committed to supporting local government in increasing waste diversion from landfill sites through reuse, recycling and recovery, focusing on packaging waste such as paper, plastic and glass through EPR schemes. 8 municipalities are targeted to receive EPR infrastructure and support for separate waste collection. Over the medium term, 375 million rand will be allocated to improve and optimise the entity's radar, service observation, air quality and ICT infrastructure networks, amongst other priorities. Much needed radar spares have been received and installed at sites requiring refurbishment. A total of 1,467,000 visitors to National Gardens and over 217,000 children and youth participated in the Kids in Gardens Biodiversity Education Program, which is run in National Botanical and Zoological Gardens. Botanical and Zoological Gardens continue to serve their roles as centres of social cohesion, supporting local economies and serving as embassies of biodiversity and culture. Isimangaliso Wetland Park has made advanced progress in commercialising efforts, including conducting a due diligence assessment prior to assuming commercial assets from Ezemvelo KZN Wildlife. Through a range of EPWP projects implemented by the Department, the DFFAE exceeded its 23-24 EPWP target by creating 42,302 work opportunities, by creating a total of 80,918 work opportunities. The implementation of the Municipal Greening and Cleaning Program through a partnership model with the municipalities created most of the work opportunities. The partnership had the Department paying for the EPWP stipends and providing the primary project management responsibilities. Through the Working on Fire program, the Department effectively contained wildland fires, preventing their escalation into natural disasters. The Forestry Master Plan is essentially about the transformation, growth and investment plan for the sector. To date, 27 plantations covering approximately 6,213 hectares have been transferred to communities through the Community Forestry Agreement model. To reduce temporary unplanted areas in state plantations, the department will be planting 1,800 hectares in Limpopo, KwaZulu-Natal and in the Eastern Cape. In addition to this, 2,100 hectares will be tended through different silviculture regimes like weeding, pruning and thinning. 8 community forestry agreements will be concluded in this financial year. A significant legislative milestone includes the President's signing of the amended National Forest Fire Bill into law. This amendment facilitates the formation of fire protection associations, crucial for managing veld and forest fires effectively. For the 24-25 financial year, the plan is to plant 150,000 trees through DFFE interventions and 2 million trees in collaboration with other stakeholders.
The Minister has touched on a number of issues. I'll just focus on some of the other programs that we have in the department, and then I will start with the Fisheries Management branch, where our work through the Fisheries Management branch will focus on strategies to rebuild West Coast rock, lobster and abalone resources. We will partner with stakeholders to combat poaching and illegal, unreported and unregulated activities that impact South Africa's fish stocks. In this financial year, the department will review the Marine Living Resources Act 18 of 1998, and in case you ask how, we've got our experts here who will tell you how. We also aim to deepen our quest to accelerate the enforcement of environmental laws, combat the poaching of our fauna and flora, and end illegal fishing while enhancing regulatory frameworks to ensure that conservation efforts complement sustainable economic growth and job creation. We also will work towards strengthening the enforcement capabilities of environmental legislation, the National Environmental Management Laws Amendment Bill, which is the admin penalties bill, which will provide an administrative penalty system as an additional enforcement tool for environmental contraventions. With regards to oceans and coasts, this financial year we aim to monitor quality in 45 priority areas in the 4 coastal provinces. We are also committed to achieving the coming Montreal Global Diversity Framework's goal of protecting at least 30% of coastal and marine areas, prioritizing those with high biodiversity and ecosystem value through a network of protected areas and conservation measures that are effective, representative, connected and equitably managed. We also intend to transform the biodiversity sector, which we believe is non-negotiable, and this remains a key focus for the Minister and the Department. This position was cemented with the recent revision of the National Biodiversity Economy Strategy, which seeks to advance an inclusive biodiversity sector that enhances local beneficiation of indigenous biological and genetic resources for sustainable prosperity for both people and nature. The last issue that I will touch on now is to address transformation and socio-economic development. And one of the areas we want to do that is in a World Heritage Site, the Isimangaliso Wetland Park, where we've ring-fenced 40% of opportunities for previously disadvantaged community groups, with the latest allocation achieving 32%. This includes concessions like the boating concession at Cozy Bay Lakes. Notably, Isimangaliso Wetland Park has maintained a 0 rhino poaching record over the past 2 years, and we hope to use these examples and replicate them in our other parks, because we need to reach a 0 poaching record of our very precious rhino. Thank you very much, Mr.